Good morning. It is 7:30-ish on July 7th. Today is Jake's birthday. He is turning 31, and so his brother's coming to stay with us, and we're gonna go out and celebrate. And I posted yesterday my follow me around / what I eat in a day, and a bunch of you guys said that you enjoyed them, so I will keep making them, and I thought, why not? Today might be interesting. I will film what I eat, and because today's Thursday, I am working from home, so I can actually talk to you guys versus just film and do the words on the screen, because I can't film at work. But I'm gonna show you guys my first meal. Now also Thursday's refeed day, if you guys remember this. So a lot of my foods kind of pretty much be similar to what I have every refeed day. But yeah, 300 carbs, guys. Let's do this. So this is my first meal, pretty standard. This is a full serving of gluten-free oat bran and a full serving of cream of rice. I also put 18 grams of protein powder and 10 grams of the chocolate Chex Mix cereal. Which, two things I wanted to talk about quickly. One, the protein powder that I used in here is the IsoPure. In past vlogs or whatnot, I've talked about using that chocolate ISO 100 by Dymatize, but I thought maybe it was too sweet, and so I wasn't really sure about it. So I went back to my IsoPure. Cookies and cream is my favorite flavor, by the way. But I think the cookies and cream IsoPure is actually better just with water and not so much mixed into oatmeal. I noticed that it doesn't dissolve very well. It gets kind of grainy. I will probably be sticking to my IsoPure for shakes with, I don't know, water or something like that. But the closer I get to prep, the less just watered shakes I drink. I'd rather mix my protein into something more substantial. So I actually might be going back to the overly sweet Dymatize. It was really good in my oatmeal. So that's one thing. The second thing I want to talk to you about is the chocolate Chex Mix. Chex is gluten-free. It's made out of rice. And I have been, that's my computer, just ignore that. And I have been showing you guys that I'm eating cereal. Now, before I started my prep, I didn't eat cereal. That's because there's not a ton to it. It's mostly just carbs. You digest it really quickly. They have to add a bunch of vitamins because there are no vitamins naturally. So if you had to choose a carb source, I would much rather you stick with rice, sweet potato, regular potatoes, you know, something that just has more micronutrients and is more substantial, etc., etc. However, because I'm on prep and I don't eat dessert, I don't really eat things that are sweet, I've noticed that to stay sane in a way, I like to have something sweet that is not going to throw me off from my goals, that fits my macros, that's gluten-free, etc., etc. So I have been eating cereal. I've really been enjoying it. I really like the chocolate Chex Mix. I think it is just really sweet, but not overly sweet. So you will see cereal from time to time. However, just PSA, if you are just starting a gluten-free diet, maybe try to eat more sweet potatoes and things like that, and things that are healthy for you. I'm just saying cereal's not the best choice to be making for every meal, but it's not gonna kill you. So I'm gonna get to work, I'm gonna eat my breakfast, and I'll see you guys in my next clip. So just in case you guys are wondering what I'm listening to while I work today, do you recognize this? Yeah. I'd like to remind everybody that I'm 30 years old, so that's what I grew up with. Hey, so it is 10:30. I'm still working, and I'm actually not that hungry. And if I'm gonna get 300 carbs in, I need to eat. So I have a little snack that I'm just gonna keep at my desk and munch on while I work. So I'm gonna show it to you. So this is always really easy. It's just one serving of the Chex Mix and one caramel rice cake. Hey, so that sound is, ta-da, chicken. It is 1 p.m. I had an apple like around 11:30-ish, but it is now time for lunch. Jake and his brother went out to his birthday lunch with a bunch of his friends. I decided not to go. I could go, but being 8 weeks out, I just want to be really strict about what I'm eating and following my plan. It's just too close to my competition. And yeah, I could go and say, hey, can I have plain chicken? But why would I pay 30 bucks for plain chicken when I can just do it myself? So I'm gonna show you what I am making for lunch. You guys said you wanted recipes, so here's a recipe. It's pretty much just a really simple meal that I'm gonna throw together that's gonna be awesome. Okay, so step one is I cut up some chicken breast and I cooked it in a pan. And then on my cutting board, I have red pepper that I sliced up and onion that I sliced up. Now, since I'm on prep, I need to weigh all of my food just to make sure that what I'm eating is accurate, that I'm not just guessing. So I've got my scale all ready to go. I am going to weigh my onions, which seems really strange, but again, when you're on prep, you just got to be really accurate. You can't just guess. So 53 grams of onions, and I am going to put that in my big American wok, fake wok. It's a thing that I'm gonna cook in. I'm just going to cook the onions. I'm using this coconut spray, and I'm just gonna cook it down till they kind of get soft-ish, and then I am going to add the red peppers. Okay, so my onions are getting a little bit brown, so I'm gonna go ahead and add my peppers, which I weighed out, and it is 157 grams. Basically, I just cut up an entire red pepper because they're so low in calories and carbs, it won't matter. I'm gonna eat the whole thing. So, throw that in there. I'm gonna let that cook down, I wanna say maybe 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Again, I'm not following a recipe, I'm just sort of winging this. Okay, so in here I've got a huge thing of brown rice that I cooked up in my rice cooker. I have a review on my rice cooker. I will link it around here just in case you haven't seen it yet. But I am going to weigh out, I think we're gonna do 200 grams of brown rice, so I'm gonna weigh that out, and then I am going to add that to my onion pepper mix. So I actually decided just to do 150 grams of rice, just because I do have a lot of food in this so far, and I don't know if I can eat it all. So this is just cold straight out of the fridge. Rather than putting it in the microwave, I'm going to heat it up in the skillet. And the peppers have been going for, let's see, 2 minutes or 3 minutes, I think maybe 3 minutes. And so I'm going to cook this up until the rice is warm, basically. And then I am going to add my chicken. Okay, so you can kind of see the rice has turned brown. It has now been about 5 minutes that it's been heating up. So I weighed out 5 ounces of the chicken that I just cooked, and I am going to add that to my stir fry. And that's it, guys. It has been a few more minutes. It's 1:30. This is nice and warm, And I am now going to season it, and so I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna use. This is really low. Okay, so 2 things that I'm going to use to season my stir fry. The first one is I have this organic garlic granulars. I do not measure this out. It is a spice. Go crazy. I'm just gonna shake a bunch on it. And the second is I have this. This is coconut aminos. This is the garlic sauce that they have. For those of you guys who aren't familiar with coconut aminos, it's basically soy sauce, but it's made from coconut instead of soy. So if you are soy free, this is a really great alternative. It is, for 1 teaspoon, it is 2 grams of carbs, perfect for a high carb day. Yeah, it's just organic coconut sap, organic garlic, sea salt, ginger, and cayenne pepper. I'm probably gonna put maybe 3 teaspoons of this onto my stir fry. And this is the final product. It is a huge bowl. I've got rice, red pepper, onion, the garlic sauce, chicken. I am actually really excited about eating this. I totally just made this up on the fly. Stir fry is the way to go, guys. It is so easy, and if you're on prep, you can easily measure out everything individually and throw it together in a skillet, and it doesn't take that long at all. Hey, so it is 4 o'clock. I am done for the day and I'm about to go lift. And I always like to have oatmeal before we lift, but I'm not super hungry, so I made something else. This is just an entire serving of cream of rice. Cream of rice is pretty much just carb. It's 0 fat, so it's perfect for refeed / super good for your pre-workout meal if you need energy. And then I did add more Chex cereal, just 10 grams for a little flavoring. All right, guys, so I am on my way to the gym. On refeed day is leg day, so I will be doing leg press, squats, hip thrusts, all the bikini butt stuff. I don't know if I'm going to film at the gym right now. It's actually pretty busy. I don't love filming when there are people there just because I don't want to make them feel awkward. But yeah, let's do this. Hey, so I just finished my workout. I'm actually still at the gym. I'm like in their first floor because of this. Yeah, totally didn't realize that it was going to rain today. Which I'm going to go home anyway to take a shower, so maybe it doesn't really matter. But I have you guys with me, and you can't get wet. So pray for me, and pray for this camera and the future of my YouTube career, because you can't get wet. You survived! Actually, funny story. So I put my camera in the camera bag and I put it like at the bottom of my gym bag and I sprinted home. Everything in my bag is pretty wet. The bag's pretty wet. My camera didn't have a single drop on it. And surprise number 2. Don't I clean up well? Isn't this better? Believe it or not, when I work from home or go to the gym, I don't wear makeup, or I wear very little of it, and I don't wash my hair because normally it's just me and like Jake, who doesn't care. So it's been a little bit of an adjustment inviting you into my space, but I want to be real on this channel. I do not want it to look like I always look so put together, because I don't. Most of the time I'm wearing gym clothes or pajamas. Most of the time I don't wash my hair. Yeah. Anyway, so, switch hands. So I washed my hair, did my bangs, put some makeup on because I am going to Jake's birthday party. Now he is already there. He left with his brother who is in town staying with us. I've mentioned that. And they're going to a bar called Happy Village. And the best thing about this bar is you can bring your own food in, and they actually encourage it, and they say feel free to order food from a nearby restaurant and have it delivered. So they went on ahead to get their dinner ordered and start drinking. I will not be drinking because I am on prep, and I can go ahead and get my dinner ready, which obviously I'm gonna show you guys because it's a full day of eating. But first, since I actually have real people clothes on, why don't I do an outfit of the day, night? I don't know. So I have this top, kind of show you, please ignore the dirty selfie mirror. Yeah, I don't know. It's got, can you even see? Nope, but it's got these little cute cutouts. It's kind of form-fitting. This is hand-me-down from my friend Alina, and it is from Banana Republic. This necklace, which you can kind of see, was actually a Christmas present from Jake. I'll show you a close-up, hold on. So you can see the little triangles. Those were actually cut with a laser cutter, which is kind of cool, and it's just made out of wood. But he got that for me for Christmas, so I'm gonna wear it on his birthday. And then I just have a pair of skinny jeans on, and they are from the Gap. And in my younger days of when I was in my 20s, I would wear a pair of really cute heels, which I actually still own. I have a ton of really cute heels. But let's be honest, I'm just gonna wear my flats, which by the way, are Crocs. Not even joking. Bought them in Minnesota, and they're awesome. Okay, so I have to run to this party. Thankfully, I have a ton of leftovers already cooked in my fridge, which is how I meal prep and how I recommend everybody meal prep. You just batch cook a ton of stuff, and then you can pick and choose what you want. So in here I have 200 grams of brown rice, I have 100 grams of steamed broccoli, and I have 5 ounces of chicken. The chicken just left over from my lunch today. The rice is from that big container that I showed you, and the broccoli I steamed last night. So I'm actually going to, I think I'm gonna heat this up in the microwave really quickly because I don't really wanna eat it cold, and let's be honest, I will probably absolutely smother it in hot sauce because that's what I do. I put hot sauce on everything. And then last but not least, I had some carbs left, so I'm gonna have 1 chocolate rice cake. I've showed you guys these before. The chocolate ones are my favorite. They do have 1 gram of fat versus the caramel ones are 0 grams of fat, so just keep that in mind. But that 1 gram, totally worth it, and it still fits my macros. So that is what I'm bringing to the bar for dinner. And just in case any of you guys were curious, that is 109 grams of protein, 297 grams of carbs, and 15 grams of fat. Now I actually need to hit 120 grams of protein, and I have 5 grams of fat that I could play with. This is enough food for now, so I'm just gonna bring this with me. When I come back from the bar, I will probably just eat a few pieces of chicken. Honestly, I don't know what else to eat, but my final macros should be 120 protein, 300 carb, and 15 to 20 fat. So I'm actually going to end this video here. I think it's long enough, especially with the recipe that I did for lunch. I need to run, but give this a thumbs up if you are, that is my microwave, ignore that beeping. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked the recipe. Tell me if you try it. Tell me what are your go-to meals in general, just like what do you fall back on? You obviously know mine. It's oat bran and cream of rice and stir fry. Those are like the two things. I ate them every single day. I'm so boring. Anyway, so yeah, tell me in the comments below, and I will see you on my next video. Bye guys.